What's going on, YouTube? This is Darklight Dreamer coming at you with another Q&A video, and I hope you guys had a wonderful Valentine's Day. I would really be interested to know what you guys ended up doing for Valentine's Day, so let me know down in the comments below what your plans were and what all you did. I didn't do a whole lot myself. I basically ordered Chinese food to cheat on my diet a little bit. I treated myself. I caught up on YouTube videos, played a little bit of Binding of Isaac and everything, so it was a pretty good day overall. I mean, yeah, I was alone on Valentine's Day, but I'm not really that sad about it. I mean, I'm a little bit sad. Let's be honest. But my life has been really busy, and I don't really have time for relationships, to be honest. I've filled my life up so much, and I really think that anything like a relationship would really just kind of hinder my ability to make time for making videos for you guys, for working on college and learning Thai and everything, trying to plan for my future. So I'm not really looking to be in a relationship right now, especially because it seems like the thing that would probably give the most in order to make time for a relationship is YouTube. Unfortunately, my channel would suffer, and I really don't want to do that, because I really would love for this channel to grow and to make it a hobby with more people, but also eventually I would love for it to become a career. And eventually I would love to be able to make enough money on here to where I could at least make this my job. Even if I'm not like making $1 million or millions of dollars like Markiplier, I'd really just love for this to be my full-time job, even if I'm only making like $1,000 a month. On that note, I am making a Patreon account, which I'll post up later on this week. If you guys are willing to support me, even $1 a month would help me out tremendously. It would go directly towards YouTube and equipment and everything. So I'll give you the full-on details whenever that is up fully. So there are a few new channels that I've been following this week. I just started watching their videos. They're small channels like me, and I really love them. Please do me a favor and check them out. The first of which is Toastamac, and his commentary is really on point. I really love the way he talks, but surprisingly, he grew up with autism, and he's a big advocate for telling people like how to handle people with autism, trying to help people with autism out and everything. He does a weekly autism vlog, so that's really awesome of him. He seems like he has a really big heart and really cares about people, so do me a favor and check out his videos. Also, I started following another YouTuber called Scottish Geek. I really love his commentary, and he puts out pretty much daily videos. He's played some games that I've never even heard of before, but have really interested me, so do me a favor and check him out as well. I really loved watching his Boogeyman series, and he did this one with the name of the game I can't think of right off the top of my head, but it was like a old Disney cartoon type world kind of horror game, or it's more like a puzzle game. It's not really a horror game, but it's eerie. It's very eerie. It's like called the Ink Machine or something like that. But anyway, do me a favor and check him out as well. I've also been watching a little bit of Tazzy Gamer lately, and I've kind of started watching his videos a little bit in the past, but I just recently started more actively watching his videos. I don't know why he fell off my radar for a while. I think I didn't hit the bell whenever I subscribed to him at first, so I didn't get notified when he posted up a new video, and so I just kind of forgot about it and trying to do all this other networking things that I'm doing. But Tazzy Gamer is a really good commentator as well, so I'm going to leave all these links down in the description below so you guys can check them all out. In other news, I finally got myself a PlayStation VR, so right after I'm done recording this, I'm totally going to be playing around with it and seeing how that is. I just took some time to set it up before I started recording today, so it's all ready for me. And basically, right now I'm downloading updates, so that way everything will be ready for me whenever I finally finish up with this and put it on. So I'm really excited to do that. Oh, I did want to go ahead and inform you guys, my schedule at work has been shifting around. This week I'm off Tuesday, Wednesday, next week I'm off Wednesday, Thursday, and the following week I'm off Thursday, Friday. And my manager has talked to me about maybe having weekends off again, so my schedule might be completely changing. And as you guys know, I do record on my days off, so that means the days I'm able to record kind of shift around. So upcoming, I may have to do another thing where I don't get to record a Q&A video for that week, because I want to make sure there's enough time between recording sessions for you guys to be able to answer those, or to ask me those questions that you guys want me to answer. So I may do like a different like bonus episode, or I just may not have an episode at all, but I will keep you guys informed whenever I come to a decision on that. It won't be next week or anything, so I'll have plenty of time to figure it out. Anyways, I don't think I have anything else to talk to you guys about this week, but I know you guys aren't here for that. What you guys are here for is to hear some of the answers I have to some of the questions that you guys asked me in the Q&A Friday video that I posted up last week. So let's get right into it. Hurdles says, thanks for the shout out. When Oversoul showed me some of your videos, I was really impressed. Keep it up, dude. Your shout out was more than welcome, man. I really, really love your content. I really think that more people should watch some of your content. I wish that you came out with content on a more regular basis. I think that would really help you with the subscriptions. I'm looking forward to whenever you come out with some new stuff, though. So thank you very, very much, and welcome to the channel, man. I really, really appreciate your support as well. Idic Beer 40K says, awesome video, my friend. I just accidentally posted my comment that I had ready with a question, but someone just asked that question. Well, if you were to join the Frost and Fist channel as a third person, what would be your new name? Frost, Fist, and first of all, thank you very much for continuing to watch Idic Beer. I really, really appreciate that you comment and post on all of my Q&A videos. This question is a difficult one for me because the Frost and Fist both the Space Wolves and the Imperial Fists both serve the Emperor. I do not. I'm a filthy Xenos, so I have to try to think of something that would fit for that. Let me think. I think that the name on my channel would be Runeweaver Raziel, based off of the character that I made for my story in Warhammer 40k Raziel, and it could be shortened to Raz, so people would still call me Raz, and I think that it would be Frost, Fists, and Runes. I don't know, it might sound a little corny, I don't know, let me know what you think about that. It's kind of difficult for me, I have no idea other than that, so thank you for your question. Oh, and I'm going to go ahead and answer your question from last week's video. I'm sorry I didn't answer it last week, but it didn't show up in my feed because it was marked as potential spam for some reason. I have no idea why, but we're going to go ahead and answer that right now. He says, excellent video, my friend. Do you read much, and what type of book do you like to read? I used to read quite a bit. I don't have a chance to read much anymore, but I do really, really love to read. More recently, I was trying to read at work during my lunch and breaks, but for one, that's just not a lot of time, and for two, people started putting on movies and series and stuff like that at work during breaks and lunch, so I don't really have a quiet time to sit down and read, and as you know, my life is pretty busy as it is, so what little time I do have, I usually enjoy by playing video games and stuff like that. I just don't have a lot of spare time to read, unfortunately, but I do love to, and the type of books that I like to read the most, obviously, are fantasy and horror. Big shocker, I know, because the two top things that I play on my channel are RPGs and horror. I do like science fiction as well to an extent, not as much as I like fantasy, but I do really want to read Ender's Game because I really liked the movie, I thought it was really cool, and I hear that the book was just way better. But anyway, thank you very much for your other question, really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching. James says, thanks man, really appreciate the kind words. I'm excited and a little bit nervous about my channel, but I really, really want to do it. I'm sure you'll do just fine, James. I'm going to go ahead and leave you a link in the description below that Sabijan Games actually made a video on how to commentate for video games, or for Let's Plays, and it's really informative, really helpful. I definitely took some tips from it, and I think you might be able to benefit from it as well, so I'll go ahead and leave that down in the description below. Check it out for yourself. You're subscribed to him, I think, so maybe you've already seen it. But anyway, I think you'll do just great. I'm really looking forward to whenever your content starts showing up. My question for you this week is, if it hasn't been asked before, I noticed what looks like a medallion or medal hanging above you. What is the story that? What is that for, or the story behind it? It was phrased kind of weird. I'm sorry about that. This is actually not mine. It belongs to my sister-in-law. It's Wolf Brother Mythos' wife's medal, and she won this medal for a breaking competition. I'll let him tell you more on that story over on his channel, and I'll let you know if he decides to talk about it in a future video. Maybe for next week's Wolf Brother Wednesday, he'll talk to you more about it, and I'll link that in the description of my next week's Q&A Friday, so look forward to that. Anyway, thank you for your question. Richard over at Tattoo For You says, good one, brother. Ava walked in and wouldn't let me start till she was seated and ready. I love my little bestie. I'm glad that she still watches and enjoys my videos. I'm sorry that I'm putting out some videos that she might not be able to watch, but I hope that what she is able to watch, she likes. Just as a note, whenever I come out with a Let's Play that's not adult content heavy, I try to keep the language down for people her age and stuff like that are watching my videos. But if it's a game that I don't expect a kid to watch anyway, then I'm not really watching my language in that. Especially because it was a horror game. I'm going to cuss out reflex just because when things jump out at me, I think, oh shit, is my, pardon the language, is going to be my go-to response, my reflex. So, he says, have you ever played Super Meat Boy? Are you a fan of RTS games? I have not played Super Meat Boy in the past. I have watched somebody play Super Meat Boy, and it looks insane. It looks really, really difficult, and maybe I'll play it at some point for one of my Let's Die series. I'm thinking about doing some of those, Let's Die or Let's Rage or something like that, where I play something really freaking difficult and try to get through it and just rage and rage the more and more I die. So, If you guys want to see something like that, let me know in the comments below. Are you a fan of RTS games? No. I would like to be a fan of RTS games. I think some of them will look really neat and stuff. I love the whole building aspect. I did play some Dawn of War, but I'm just bad at them. I don't have the brain for them. My mind doesn't work that way. I don't have that logical mindset. I'm a creative mind, and I think that requires a more logical mind, and I just don't have the mind for it. I suck at them. So maybe that's just from me not doing it. I mean, I keep making excuses of I'm just not good at them, I'm just not naturally talented at them, but maybe I just need to take the time to try to get good at them, but I haven't, because I've invested the time that I could be using getting good at RTSs and playing other games, basically. So, I'm just not naturally talented at it, is what I'm trying to say. But anyway, thank you very much for your question. Kujahira says, dude, well done on weight loss, looking forward to Outlast and the surprises. Thank you for the shout out. Thank you for all the support that you've been giving me lately, man. I really appreciate that you're taking time to watch these videos and everything, so really, really appreciate it. And thank you for supporting the diet and all that. That's going pretty well. Like I said, I did cheat yesterday. I'm having like a cheat day every once in a while on my diet, like once a week. So hopefully that doesn't mess it up too much. Last month, I went the entire month without having a single cheat day, so I'm just trying to kind of watch it from here on out. Anyway, he says, if you can't get to play tabletop, can always play the PC games like Dawn of War, etc. I play them a lot. Love the background music from Final Fantasy VII. Such an awesome game, and it's definitely one of my favorite RPGs of all time. My question for you this week is, what do you think of the upcoming Dawn of War 3 game? Like I said, I'm not very good at RTSs, and I did play Dawn of War 2 quite a bit, but I don't know. It's kind of on the radar somewhere out there, but it's not a game I'm super looking forward to just because I'm not really big into RTSs. He says, an idea for you for daily uploads would be to record them when you can in a chunk and then schedule upload them so you can have daily content while working. Stay awesome, dude. Actually, that is exactly what I do for the 4 videos I put out. I record 2 videos on my first day off and 2 videos on my second day off, and just doing that and editing and uploading takes up all my time. If I had 3 days off, I would definitely try to do 3 videos on one of those days, so that way I can come up with a video for every day. But as of right now, 4 is kind of pushing it. But maybe, hopefully in the future I can have daily uploads. Oh, also to answer the questions that you posted up in your Kujahira Hobby Sunday video, I don't remember exactly what you call it off the top of my head, but for your Hobby Sunday video, your question was, do I like Final Fantasy VII, and what's my favorite Final Fantasy game? I have been in love with the Final Fantasy series ever since I was really young. The first RPG I ever played was Chrono Trigger, but right after Chrono Trigger, also made by Square Enix, I played Final Fantasy II on Super Nintendo, which is now Final Fantasy IV, and then Final Fantasy III, which is now Final Fantasy VI. And I absolutely have loved the Final Fantasy series ever since. I'm always looking forward to the new Final Fantasy games and everything. And my absolute favorites were definitely Final Fantasy VII, as you mentioned, Final Fantasy VI, and Final Fantasy Tactics are some of my absolute favorites of all time. I think if I had to pick one, I would definitely probably say that Final Fantasy Tactics is probably my favorite of all time. I really also love Final Fantasy 2/4 because it has a classic fantasy feel to it. It's a game I do go back and play every once in a while. I just absolutely love it. Which of the Final Fantasy games have you played, and what are your favorites? I'm curious to know. Wargamer Sean just says, cool video and update. Take care, man. Thank you very much. I'm really glad that you continue to watch and support my videos. I really appreciate it. So you take care as well, and good luck to you and yours. Meathos from the channel Frost and Fizz says, great episode, my brother. Now I really want to see Wraith Knights converted up as Jehuti and Anubis. Excellent answers. I'm glad that you enjoyed it. And your question for Wolf Brother Wednesday was, how messy has your workstation ever got, or what's the messiest your workstation has ever gotten? And I'm going to interpret that as, since I don't have a painting station, I'm not as big of a hobbyist as you guys, but I'm going to consider that my gaming station, or my gaming desk. And quite a while back, as you guys know, before I started my diet, I was a Mountain Dew fanatic. Like, I used to drink cases and cases of Mountain Dew. I was a 4 Mountain Dew a day kind of guy. My body probably hates me for that. I'm still probably purging out some of that even now, because right now I stick to water and black coffee. Pretty much are the only things I drink, and unsweet tea on occasion. But I drank so much Mountain Dew at one point, it would just stack up, and my desk would just be littered with cans and everything. Not super proud of that moment in my life. My desk is by nowhere near clean right now, unfortunately, just because I get new things and they just keep on. You know, I have some trash on my desk, but it's not, most of it isn't trash, most of it is just stuff. I have stuff everywhere. But during that part of my life, it was just, there were a lot of, there were literal can pyramids on my desk. So, anyway, not something I'm proud to admit, but I'm glad, but thank you for asking your question anyway. And I think that's all the questions that you guys had for me this week. But before I go, I do want to talk to you guys a little bit about something. I'm going to go on a little spiel, and I apologize. Earlier this week, I saw somebody posted up a comment on my Facebook feed saying, I wish I were good at something. He was feeling really down in the dumps. I know he struggles with depression a lot like me, and he was just in a really bad place. And he says, I wish I were good at something. But I just want to let you guys know, if you're feeling that way, like you wish you were good at something, then, you know, find something you want to be good at and get after it. Like Jake the dog says, you know, sucking at something is the first step to being kind of good at something. If there's something you want to be good at, get after it. I truly believe that you guys can do anything that you want to. If you guys want to make YouTube videos, make YouTube videos. If you want to play an instrument, play an instrument. If you have something that you want to do for your career, get after it. You just have to start the first step and work towards it and work towards it. And I truly believe in you guys. I believe that you guys can do anything you set your mind to. And if you guys don't believe in you, know that I believe in you. Alright? I know that you guys can do it. It's not going to be easy, it's not going to be quick, you're not going to wake up tomorrow and instantly be talented at whatever it is that you want to be talented at. It's going to take work and dedication, but I think it'll be worth it in the end, because I think that a bigger struggle would be to sit around and 10 years from now still wish that you were good at something, when you totally can be. I know that you can. So just take the first steps, and take the second step, then take the third step. And just a little bit at a time. Be a little bit better at it tomorrow than you were yesterday. And aside from that, give yourself credit for the things that you are good for. I know that there's something you have to be good at. Something. And it's probably something you think is nothing, but to somebody else it might be, oh wow, you can do this thing that I can't do. So give yourself some credit for the things that you are good at. And anyway, I'm going to step off the soapbox here. I hope that you guys were able to take a little bit of something for that. And if you guys have any more questions for me, please do not hesitate to drop those questions down in the comment section below, and I'll get to answering those questions in the Q&A Friday video next week. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please do me a huge favor, hit that thumbs up button down below. It really and truly means a lot more to me, you guys know. Do me a favor, drop some comments too, even if it's not a question. I love hearing from you guys. I just love chatting with you guys. It really and truly makes my day. And if you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, you guys know that I would love to have you guys as a member of the Darklight family, and hope that we'll continue this YouTube journey together again very, very soon. And until then, may your dreams light your darkest hour, and I'll see you next time.